What's up everyone, it's Caleb from Billy Contained, and today is Magic Monday of course, and we're going to be going over this deck that I made up just on the fly, like within the span of 10 minutes. It's a Mutate deck with this legendary creature as a companion, and basically what I was going for was an overpowered Mutate deck with every single land and creature card you can think of that has Mutate in it. And so I basically just put a bunch of these cards all together in this deck, and it somehow actually worked out. This deck has only lost I think about twice, and the only reason it lost was because I ended up drawing the exact same 3 land cards multiple times over. So I'm gonna just be showing y'all how well it does in game, and if y'all want to copy it, feel free to do so. The one thing that I do have to say is that you will want these Traveler's Amulets so that you can find whatever land you'll need to play these bigger creatures later on, because like I said, there's all 5 of the different land cards, so for some of these they need multiple different types of land, and if you only have forest and water, you're gonna need a fire or a mountain card, so you'll probably need one of these Traveler's Amulets in your deck. Alright, let's hop into it. Alright, hopping into our first game here. Let's see how this goes. Really have only lost with this deck about 3 times, as I said earlier. So, hopefully it goes well. It's a pretty good hand. The only thing is we don't have a forest to get him out really early, but thanks to the Fairfinder, we can get a forest if we want to play that. Alright, put that out there first just so it enters the battlefield tapped. We don't really need to get this out super early, so we're probably going to do Birth of Meletis first, into a Fairfinder, into the Essence Symbiote. Probably playing a pretty basic green deck by the looks of it. Again, this deck is all about like land and having all the different types of land that you can, so I definitely suggest having these triomes if you can try it. And then again, Birth of Meletis really helps to defend you early on, just in case you can't get all the things you want to out really quickly. There we go. Got that. And we take the forest like I said, so we can get the symbiote out next turn. And in addition to that, we can get the Mockery's Cocoon. First strike. It's gonna be tough. So right now I just gotta protect myself. But we have a really strong base going here, so no attacks. We'll use this wall to just hold off his Crystalline Giant. He is mutated. Interesting. Well, that gets rid of it, so. And it has Death Punch. That's not great. Okay, so we can do this and get a lot out of it. And I think we're gonna mutate the Fairfinder just because he'll gain Vigilance. There we go. Nope, figured he would do that. Might as well get the 5/7 going. Just so we can have a wall. He cannot attack with the Iron. Can attack with that, which is unfortunate. Too bad we don't have 2 forests, or else that'd be perfect. I think we're gonna get a 5/5 out there. We have pretty much every single type of land out, so if he attacks with the pouncing shore shark, we'll sacrifice the wellspring to it. I can mutate. Fair enough, but since he gave me the Fairfinder back, I can go and find another forest, or another card, whatever I want. Oh wait, that won't kill it. He has first strike. What we can do, this is mono-colored, and he probably only has green spells in here if we want to get the flying 5/5 out. I'm just gonna gain life. I think that's the best move. Just do that. Mutate onto the mob. He's a 5/7. Oh, 7/9. That's right. Sacrifice all those. We can attack with that. If he blocks both of these dies, which is really good for us. If he just lets it hit him every time, we'll win, because he won't be able to come back. Just gonna send it back to our hand. Nope. Okay. Just play the try on tap. Some extra stuff. There we go. No attacks for now. Now we can mutate. I'm mutating this turn, which means we have a chance to do some damage now. So first off, get him to sacrifice a card, and in addition to that, discard one of these. So he discards one of those 2. Yes, he was holding on to something good, but he doesn't have proper land for it. Now, what we can do is play the Fairfinder just for the vigilance, and on top of that we get an additional land, probably another forest. We could use that next turn. Now we can attack with these 2. Both of them. They don't die. I can't kill that. Oh. Interesting. Okay. So the only way that I can kill this is by just out-mutating him. Let's see if we can do that then. I'll keep that one. He has to sacrifice a creature. There it goes. So no attacks this turn. If I can mutate that and he doesn't kill it, then we should win the game next turn. Because I'll be able to put four new exile things on the board. And he has to sacrifice the creature blades. Yep, there he goes. Dang. That was really well played by him, but because the mutate deck that I built has a lot of sacrifice the opponent creature and discard cards, he didn't have enough card draw to keep going and enough monsters to keep playing to keep up with it. So we ended up winning. Okay, second game. Ooh, right in here. Alright, so Ensid Symbiote definitely first turn because we have a forest that's really nice for us. I think, yeah. Ooh, but he does have a white deck, and it looks like the white deck is lifelink or tempo based. So this may be bad for us. Oh, no, it's blue and white. Interesting. Okay, I do want to get the Essence Symbiote out right now, just to see if he'll instantly kill it or not. And we'll probably play the Triome next turn, because even if I did get the Triome out last turn, we couldn't do anything, because these are all too high cost. Come on, buddy. There you go. He'll still attack, probably. Yeah. We can't do much about it. I'll learn to stay even with him. Alright, change of plans. We will do the plains so that we can do the Fair Finder into a swamp, because we have two swamp cards that we really need to play here. So take action and we get a swamp. Perfect. Now next turn I have the option of playing him, and the turn after that I'll probably be able to play him as well. There we go. And we get 2 damage out for free because everything's tapped. Hopefully. Yes. Cool. Alright. Then, next turn, we'll mutate this Fair Finder. Make him discard a card because he has really good hand size right now. And it'll become a 5/5. We'll probably play this after so that he has to return that to his hand. But I just want to get him to start discarding cards and get a minion for the Menace and Vigilance. He has really bad land right now, since he only has 2. So this is looking really good for us, unless he just has a really strong early game. Okay, just go with that. Can't block it because he only has 1 untapped. Alright. So it looks like he just has a basic white and blue deck. Scry. He has lifelink here, but Scry here, which is kind of odd. Yep. And here's where this deck becomes the meanest thing on the planet, because although he's building this up, all I have to do is just mutate here. If he lets me. Interesting. Okay, well, he saved himself for a turn, but it still goes back to his hand, so gets reset and he has to discard a card. So fine. This is fine. And we're in a really good place right now. We have an Apex in our hand. We have the big elk beast in here that we can just again mutate on this and get a bunch of permanents on the field really quickly. Yup. Oh, do I not? Oh, I don't have enough land. 1 off. Alright, well, we'll just get him to... We'll just make this one. It's probably the best option. Under. Again, he discards. We get to send one back to his hand. He has to discard a card. Another one of those griffins. Doesn't make much sense why he has this, but... Alright, next turn we'll be able to play this. He can't block that. 7 to the face. And it has vigilance, so we can block. Yup, there he goes. Really early, really lucky card draw for that one. And he was probably right to forfeit. I mean, he doesn't know that we have this in our hand, but it would have gotten another 4 permanents straight from our deck onto the field. And it would have made this a 9/9 with flying, menace, and vigilance. So he was probably not in a great position, especially since he had no real land. But yeah, that's gonna do it for today. Really cool mutate deck again. It's really hard to beat it once it picks up. As y'all saw, once I start getting things mutated, it's almost impossible to stop. So again, if y'all want to try to copy it or look over it more, I'll just show you it right here on the screen real quick, and that'll do it for the video. Thank y'all for watching. I hope y'all enjoy our content, and make sure to come back on Wednesday for another upload. Peace.